Hello, boys and girls. How are you? Welcome to another episode of Kids Break. We are so excited that you are here today. I have something kind of fun by me, don't I? We have a new popcorn machine here at church. I'm going to turn it on a minute, and then we are going to talk about this popcorn machine in a little bit. I want to continue on our Bible story that we were talking about last week, and that is the parable of the prodigal son. If you remember, last week, there was a father who had two sons, and one of them ran off and he kind of did his own thing, and he was very nervous to come back, but he ended up coming back to his father's house, and his father forgave him. Today, we're going to be talking about the second half of that story, and that part is the older brother. So I'm going to read this directly out of the Bible today, and our story today is found in Luke 15, verses 25 through 32. Here we go. Meanwhile, the older brother was in the field. When he came near the house, he heard music and dancing. So he called on one of the servants and asked him what was going on. "Your brother has come," he replied, "and your father has killed the fattened calf because he has come back safe and sound." The older brother became angry and refused to go in. So his father went out and pleaded with him. But after he answered his father, he said, "Look, all these years I've been slaving away for you and never disobeyed your orders. Yet you never gave me even a young goat so I could celebrate with my friends. But when this son of yours, who has squandered your property, comes home, you kill the fattened calf," which means you had a big party. "My son," the father said, "you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. But we had to celebrate and be glad, because this brother of yours was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." Now, I may have told you this before, but I have two younger brothers, okay? And their names are Nate and Marky. Now, we're just going to use my brother Nate for a minute. This isn't a real story, but we're going to use my brother Nate for just a minute. I'm going to pretend for a minute that Nate went to my parents and he took a lot of money and he did a lot of things he wasn't supposed to do, and he left. And he went off and he kind of did his own thing, and he didn't do what God had wanted him to do and what my parents wanted him to do. And maybe that started a little bit in my stomach where it would feel kind of yuck. And it would make me a little mad, but I would kind of get over it. But the longer he's gone, and the longer he's gone, and the longer he's gone, maybe that would build up a little bit and continue to build up. And he's gone longer, and years and years and years and years later, and he's still gone. And maybe that feeling is starting to get even more blech inside of me, because I know what it's doing to my parents, and I see what it's doing to my parents. And I also know that I'm working really, really, really hard for my parents. But all of a sudden he comes home. Not only does he come home, but he comes home and my parents have a big party for him. Now, I don't know how you would feel, but I think some of that anger that I had would start to bubble. And it would start to get I'd start to get really mad. And then when my parents would come and they'd try to talk to me, I think I would get even more mad and more mad and more mad, like this popcorn machine. Right now it's heating up, and pretty soon, hopefully very soon, we're gonna see the popcorn start popping out of it. Look at that. Smells really good. So, when we ask God for forgiveness, He doesn't get angry, and He doesn't let things build up sometimes like we do as humans. He forgives us no matter what we do. Let's move this a minute, and then we're going to pray. Dear God, thank you so much for this day. Thank you so much for this time that we have, and we can focus on your love and being children and servants of you. God, I ask that you please continue to be with us as we are continuing to learn more about COVID-19, and I ask that you help keep us all safe. In thy name we ask. Amen. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.